Okay, so I'm still on a pocket knife kick, and I've decided for sure what I'm going to do for at least this next knife, and maybe even the one after. Um, I want to get a cold steel SRT, um, the SRT Lite. I saw one of those for $70 at Academy, and I liked it and was thinking about buying it for $70, and then come to find out that it's actually like a $40 knife on Amazon. So yeah, I'm gonna buy one of those. Like they made a. I don't know how the steel is. Let's see about that. But like, I like the design of the knife, and I like the size of the knife. I like cold steel. But the main focus of this video is the one after that is definitely going to be the Victorinox Blue Farmer X. You can get these on eBay right now. They're $100. That's steep for a pocket knife. I know, but here's my thing. I got the Skeletool, planning to eventually buy this Blue Farmer X and have those as a combo thing. The reason is I want knives that replace my Leatherman Juice, and I really didn't want to replace my Farmer, but they added scissors, and that's huge, so I have to do that now. And getting a color change at the same time, that's cool. So I'm gonna do that. And it's like $70 for the silver one, so it's not. You're paying $30 for blue. And my main reason for doing that is my Leatherman Juice that I've loved for forever is blue, and the Leatherman that I got is orange. So the blue and orange will look good together. And I figured those two will be like constant companions, and I'll rotate through big knives. That's my plan. And I don't know what I'm going to do with my old Juice and Swiss Army knives, but I just hang on to them. It is fun to have a collection of such things. I might just start collecting Leathermans and Swiss Army knives. I uh, I used to do that many moons ago. Like the reason I stopped was, you know, my Leatherman and Swiss Army knife collection was like $1,000 that I could easily get on eBay and other places and put into other stuff. And I don't know. I'm missing having more stuff, so I get some of that. And I don't know what high end knife I'm gonna eventually get. It's easy to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that cold steel SRT or SRK or whatever the fuck it is. Like that's a $40 knife. Like it's the two and three and $400 knives that I want one of those. I don't know how I'm gonna spend that money, or I had to be honest, I have to save up to do that. So it's a good thing I don't know what I want. But after I get the cold steel and the Swiss Army knife, that's where I'm gonna be saving up for a big purchase of some sort, and maybe we'll go with a Stockman. You know, save up and get. Uh, I heard about Case had a line that was Tony Bowes stuff. Let's look at that. Case, Tony Bowes, Stockman. Um, Case Knife Outlet, Tony Bowes. Let's see what's available there. So something that was abalone. Let's go look at that. Jesus Christ. $700. God damn. Well, I know what I'm gonna ask for Christmas. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna tell every man that I date that that's what I want. I know I'm a whore. $100. Sorry, I got distracted. Um, that's what happens when you smoke weed and have ADD and get looking at pocket knives. Like I was texting someone that I couldn't believe that was $700 for an abalone stockman. Jesus Christ! Fuck the trapper's $732. Oh, we can't afford abalone. That's what I've learned. I already knew that, but it's nice to know again. Let's see, bone. The bone ones are fucking 550. I don't know. I'll have to do some thinking on that. I want a really, really high end knife, and it would be cool to have a really high end old school knife. Maybe just buy a handful of like cheapy work knives, kind of like that cold steel. Also, I could just collect fucking cold steel knives too. It would be cool to get something like that abalone one. So that is the exact pattern. At least it looks like the same pattern of stock was. Ooh, it's 154 cm. That's fucking cool. I'm selling myself on this now. That's horrible. If I did buy that, it would be like a once in a lifetime purchase. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Like that's jewelry. I think I'm gonna start saving for that, but like it says they're almost sold out. See, that's where like I get into danger because like I start going, what could I sell to get? Okay, one second, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry, that was my grandma. I have to call her when I'm done with this now. The $700 abalone Stockman seems like an excessive purchase, but like that is some pimptastic shit. There you go, cat. Go on, dumbass. He needs help getting into the window because my chair's too close to it. That is sick. If you want to know what I'm looking at, go to caseknifeoutlet.com and look at 07427X Premium Stockman, the abalone one. It's $700. Like I really like that knife. I would love that knife in stag. Like this is so the thing that buying the cheap Case Stockman taught me is I guess I need a better Stockman. I don't know. I might try ordering one of those again before I spend outrageous money because those are still available, and maybe I'll get one that's not fucked up. It did kind of piss me off though that the case I ordered, it had several things about it where I'm like, this is a deal breaker. Like I try to be forgiving about shit like that because like I make knives and I kind of love them. I love the blades, and I hate to send something to a scrap heap. And I don't think that's where that knife's gonna go, but it's sad. Like all the it was kind of fucked from the running because of the spine issues. But let's forget about the spine issues for a minute. None of the blades had a 45-degree stop at all. Actually, I take that back. The scalpel blade, pin blade, whatever you want to call that, the spay blade, it had a stop at like 30 degrees or something like that. It was weird. All the rest of them had none at all. That's a deal breaker. Like that knife is supposed to have stops. And then the spay blade was sharpened somewhat competently. The sheep's foot blade looked like a blind dude sharpened it, and the main blade, whoever did it was new. So, like, I'm guessing three different guys sharpened the blades on that knife. Not that that's a real criticism, but when there are three different skill levels, it really shows. There's other shit like that. Like, that knife was very, very disappointing. And it's to the point where I'm going to buy several other knives before I go back to looking at stock ones. That's going to be a thing in the future. Like, the knives I'm looking for after I get my Swiss Army knife are going to be a Stockman and a main pocket knife, like a main fixed blade. I don't know exactly what that's going to be. I want something, honestly, I want that SRT or SRK or whatever it is in better blade steel, but to still have the lightweight handle. Like they make one that's in S35 VN, but they put some stupid micarta handle on it or something that looks awful. I want the plastic handle. Give me the plastic handle with the good blade. I know I'm weird, but I'm going to buy the cheap one because I like that handle better. And the steel matters not to me, not as much as the handle does. That's the thing. Like I think a lot of people need to understand is my issue with the knife community is there's a lot of obsession about steel, and in my opinion, that case that I bought had carbon V or CV steel or whatever. It's perfect. Whatever it is, it's probably like 1075. I don't care. Holds an edge. It's a knife. Okay. Now you need to know that that's an old school knife and it's going to rust. And like that's the cool part about that abalone one is if you're going to have a pimptastic one, it's cool to make it 154 cm because 154 cm pretty much doesn't rust. And with that abalone, that'll stay looking nice forever. Uh, I want that knife now. I'm trying to decide if I want that knife bad enough to sell a gun. Because that's what that is. That's $700 is a rifle. I don't know. I might just start throwing money into a knife savings fund to save up for something big like that. Hopefully, I'll always be able to find something along those lines. I really would like something in abalone. I think that's one of the cooler materials that you can get right now, and it's pretty even sustainable. And like, it's kind of Native American-y. Like, I have a bunch of abalone stuff that was Native American craft stuff. I have a sage burning plate made of abalone shell. Yeah, like for those of you who are listening that are like, that's some like hippy dippy bullshit. Like, welcome to Rachel. Like, there was a lot of me that I hid for a really long time, and I'm just kind of done hiding any of me. I'm just me, and you know, I believe in some weird shit and some hippy dippy bullshit, and like what I believe about the Bible is complex. And I really like high-end pocket knives, apparently. The bone Stockmans are pretty cool too. Let's look at that. The one I'm looking at now is 07429X Premium Stockman on the Case Knife Outlet. It is significantly cheaper. I'm just gonna say if you're gonna spend $569 to get the one in bone, you might as well spend the 700 and get the one in fucking abalone. Like that's where my head is at on this. Like I said, I want to get the Case Stockman again, and see maybe I can get one that's better this time. Roll the dice again. I'm gonna do that before I spend $700 on one. But it's tempting to do one because of the better steel and the abalone handle and the custom maker, the Tony Bose shit. That's cool. I don't know if you look into that or not, but it's a little bit more than a standard case knife. But at that sort of money, like you could get any knife you wanted. That's high end Balisong territory. That's Chris Reeves territory. Like this is the after I get the Farmer X and a couple other cheap knives, I'm gonna start saving for a Grail knife. That's what this is. This is like I don't know what I'm gonna spend the Grail knife money on, but it very well could be a fucking abalone Stockman. I'm gonna send that to Cutlery Lover. No, he'll like that. He likes mother of pearl. I'm trying to get him to like abalone. This is bitchin'. I talk to too many people. Jeff and I like go back and forth talking about uh, pocket knives mostly. Like it's this kind of shit. We've been talking about traditional pocket knives back and forth for as long as I can remember. Thanks to Instagram. Traditional pocket knives are cool. Sorry, answering messages again. The the high end pocket knife obsession. I don't know what that's about. I might very well save up for that abalone one and still buy that case one if I can get one that's not made by a blind man. No offense to the blind men in the audience. Just I don't think you should be responsible for sharpening knives usually. At least not at a production level for case. We all have our talents. That's probably not, one you could excel at. I don't know. I That Stockman was perfect. Like I even like the amber jig bone. That's why like I am gonna try to order another one of those in the future. That might be the first thing I do after I get done getting my pocket knives squared away. So pretty much now, I've got a rebar on the way, and I've decided I think that's probably going to like go either in my battle rattle or in like the tool bag for the car, and the juice might go in the battle rattle. Like, it makes more sense. It's a lighter weight thing. I'm spreading out some of these tools, I think. I hate to, you know, take the juice out of my EDC pile, though. It does make a handy multi-tool to have, packed away in a kit like that, though, because it's something I really know how to use that I don't need to carry every day. So it makes a good kit multi-tool. And the rebar, honestly, I bought that instead of another Super Tool 300. We'll try it out. I think I'll probably like it, considering that the only thing I didn't like about the Super Tool 300 was I thought it was too big. So they made it smaller. It seems good to me. I saw a Gerber tool that made me want it, and like, I guess fooled me 4 times. The reason that they made me want that is the plier head on it. I forget what they called it, but it's like it has an adjustable plier head, like a set of mechanics pliers, so you can do nuts and bolts. That's dope. Like, a set of needle nose pliers in your pocket is handy. A set of mechanics pliers in your pocket is hella handy. Like, if you could have both, which what they did was kind of like make a set of mechanics pliers with a set of needle nose tips on it, and then put a set of wire cutters in the backside of it. Seemed pretty good to me. And then it had a file slash chisel, saw, and a knife blade, and the screwdriver on it was like a center line drive thing. Like, it was made to be a screwdriver. It was interesting. I would like to at least play with it. Like, I don't think it's something that'll be in my permanent kit or whatever, but I would love to play with one of those. I don't know how I reach out to Gerber to become a shill. So I should do is just try to like con the knife industry into sending me free shit. Let me review your knives, sir. I'm gonna start doing knife review videos. This is a good idea. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm gonna get like high as fuck and you know talk about the knife among other things, and like yelling at the cat, and like it'll be the exact sort of knife review that Matt Freeman would have enjoyed. So it's 100% what I'm gonna do. Cat! Just like do that in the middle of the review for no reason. Oh. So I guess it depends like on what you like. If you want a really serious review of like the Leatherman pocket tool, maybe you wouldn't watch my show. But if you want, really some pretty good logic on this kind of shit mixed with hilarity, I think it would be great. Debating on what to do with my old farmer. I hate to get rid of it because it's done a lot of shit. It's rode a lot of miles itself. Like I said, I lost it for like 3 months once. So I can't really get rid of it. If I did get rid of it, I think I'd give it to my nephew. But his mom's a cunt, so that's probably not going to happen. It would be the perfect knife to give to a kid. Like, what are you going to do with an old school Swiss Army knife? Like, I guess he could try to kill himself, but like, maybe your kid shouldn't be so sad that he's slitting his wrist with a Swiss Army knife. Yeah. At least that's, my opinion outside looking in. at that whole situation. Like, fucking kid's gonna be a mess. That's why my goal is to have land and places for him and his dad to come. That's what they want to do. Have like cabins and my smoke room bunker. I need to do a video next on my buddy. My buddy didn't like me saying his name in a video, so now he's gonna get a nickname, and I need to make a whole video about his nickname and why it's his nickname. Feels like this is great. At least I think it is. I'll do that video soon. I need to go call my grandmother now. So I hope this was enjoyable to someone. 26 minutes of talking about pocket knives. See you guys later.